Hey guys, King of Trials here, Sealeo Judge, your jury and your analyst, and today I bring to you my top ABB team for the Evolution Cup, and I get this sweet 5-0 with it. It was actually a crazy 5-0 because literally 1 HP in a dream, but it just shows you that there's a lot of ways you could play out the RPS in the Evolution Cup, or rather that the meta is literally only 8 Pokemon. Yeah, this meta is literally only like 8 to 10 Pokemon. That's it. But like with expert health, I would say health management. With expert health management, you too can go ahead and create crazy 5-0s like this one. So crazy 5-0 with my top ABB team for the Evolution Cup. But before we get started, it's gonna be my therapist mental health tip of the day. As usual, you could skip ahead 2 minutes if you want to skip this tip, or if you want to go to the chapters below, because there's a reason I make chapters for the video. But since we're talking about Evolution Cup, so the evolution for your mental health is actually, it's called resilience. So resilience is the psychological quality that allows some people to be knocked down by the adversaries of life and come back at least as strong as before. This is from Psychology Today. Psychology Today and other websites have verified resources that verify double-check articles by medical professionals, etc., to make sure that they are legit. And this one's pretty legit, and actually gives a whole lot of information about it. So with the Evolution Cup, so how do you become resilient? Well, no matter how much you lose in GBL, guess what? You keep on playing and then you eventually hit Legend or reach your goals. That's literally resilience in a nutshell. Getting through pain and disappointment without letting them become overwhelming isn't necessarily easy for anyone, but researchers have begun to uncover what more resilient people do emotionally and mentally carry on after the death of a loved one, job loss, chronic or acute illness, or other setbacks. What they learn may help others become more resilient themselves. For example, do you attribute personal and professional setbacks solely to your own inadequacy, or are you able to identify contributing factors that are specific and temporary? Do you demand a perfect state? Are you able to accept that life is a mist of losses and wins? Like Go Battle League, right? In this case, the later quality has been tied to greater levels of resilience. So definitely take a look at this article. It's how you evolve and how resilience is so important for your mental health and just being strong mentally. Like resilience is the key, and it's literally the backbone of mental health. Without further ado, this is going to be my top freaking ABB team for the Evolution Cup, and I get this crazy 5-0 with it. And I hope y'all enjoy the battles, and without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here are the battles. This is a crazy 5-0. But I already knew this team would be like a really baller ABB team. Like I told you, I know Body Slam is better than Aqua Tail. I just don't have the TMs for it. But you know, it still worked out. We lose the lead here. They send in a goal. Well, actually, I think that was a Sealeo in the lead. And for some odd reason, yeah, well, no, wait, they switched in the Golbat. That makes sense. But I don't know why you switch out right away. But it's okay, because Shadow Body Slams do hurt. Golbat Safe Switch is a really interesting one though. Haven't seen that one before. Aqua Tails are gonna go off. Yes, you should have Body Slam, but as you see here, Aqua Tail just does the job. I'm going to let this Poison Fang go. This is gonna KO, but this should allow me to farm down. That's what I'm talking about. This should allow me to farm down with Viggy, and then I can get an energy lead of 2 counters for Body Slam. And we get a Machoke, and I'm like, okay, so fun fact about Machoke, even though it does rip through all the ice types, even Viggy, the problem is with an energy lead, Machoke is really squishy. So even though it does have cross chop, the unfortunate thing is it's not really going to do much against you. Yeah, it could possibly break some shields, but as you see here, I have that little bit of energy lead actually gave me a great advantage on my opponent, and I already know I have to deal with that Sealeo in the back. Here's the thing though, as Powder Snows do hurt, the problem is you don't have Icicle Spear. So all I have to do is shield this. I know that thing's going to come in, and there's the Viggy. So I'm like, okay, so my opponent swapped right away into a, yeah. They actually saw it so fast, I don't even remember the heck this battle. I kind of just like auto-swapped into Dragonair. So Brain, as you see, 10,000 IQ Brain play. So all I have to do here is just Dragon Tail down, and I should have enough energy to be able to take out my opponent. But I'm not able to do that. I forgot I have 0 shields in this scenario, so this is why I'm just going straight for the Brick Break. Brick Break goes through, and then we're going to try to Dragon Tail down, but we're unable to. Our opponent fires their move, which was a mistake because, yes, this will kill. However, the thing is I still have a whole Viggy in the back. So had they farmed me down, they might have been able to force CMP, but either way, it doesn't really matter because if they didn't fire, I can get one move through and then one body slam would have finished off that bot choke anyway. So that's GG's. That was just a super fast battle of madness. So that's battle 1. And it was against the legend. That's one thing I do remember. We got Viggy versus Dragonair. This isn't necessarily bad for you. However, Dragonair can clutch out and get to 2 body slams before you're actually able to take it out. So you can't farm down Dragonair, unfortunately. Yes, you win this scenario pretty handily. You're able, well, not really win it, but you can take both shields. Like I mentioned, though, Dragonair can get to 2 body slams or 2 Aqua Tails, so you have to be very careful here. You can't farm down a full Dragonair, which is why you see me fire right away. If they eat this, unfortunately, I won't be able to fire. They're gonna be able to fire another one. Unless IV is ridden, I'm able to farm down. But, no. Unfortunately, I'm unable to. You need a little bit of chip damage, as you see here. I'm gonna let Viggy go, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to switch in my Dragonair and leave Viggy with literally 1 HP. This gives me a sack play, and I'm able to farm down my opponent's Dragonair, get a little bit of an energy lead. I'm going straight for the Dragon Pulse here. Yeah, I can go for Aqua Tail, but the thing about it is I just want to do as much damage. If Dragon Pulse does go through, this will KO Viggy. I try to go for it, but then I measure that I'm unable to fire it. I will die before I get the Dragon Pulse, so this is why you see me fly Aqua Tail. So I attempt to go for it again, but my idea here is I just want to do as much damage as humanly possible. We have a Viggy, I have a whole Viggy, and then I'm going to farm down their Viggy. So, I mean, we don't have a whole Viggy, but yeah, as you see here, we have a Zweilous onto our Haka, and my Haka, people say Haka's bulky. The problem is, it takes as you see here, it's still chunking. So I'm praying that I can get to a Dragon Claw, which I should be able to, and then finish off this Zweilous. Yeah, I have the ability to sack, however, sacking on a 1-turn move with a 1 HP's Viggy ain't gonna be the deal. Luckily, I'm able to get to Dragon Tail, and, I mean, not Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, and then this KOs my opponent. So as you see, this is just a whole bunch of madness. You know, gotta go fast like Sonic Hedgehog. You know, that movie, Sonic, I'm a huge Sonic fan. I've played a lot. It was one of the first games I played on Sega Genesis when I was a little kid. So, the thing about Sonic the Hedgehog is that Sonic Hedgehog movie is actually out on HBO, I think, or something like that, so I totally have to watch it. I haven't actually watched the live-action Sonic. And thankfully, they changed Sonic, because when they made it that real-life action one, it looked really bad. I'm, like, so thankful they revamped it, because, oh my god, I was gonna be so pissed if they released the other one. As here, we got a Dusclops. That's why you see me switch it to Dragonair, and then they swap into Golbat. I'm going to fire a Dark Pulse here. If this goes through, this will kill. Now, the thing about it is Viggy actually doesn't have a bad matchup against Dusclops. The reason being is because you can bulldoze your way through in the 2-shield, and you can deal it with some damage, but it's still not comfortable here. I have a Haka. The reason I'm doing this is basically the strat is going to be 2-shield Haka. So you're going to 2-shield a Haka, or you're going to try to take advantage of that Dragon Breath damage. You're going to come off with a lot of really close 1 HP matchups with this team. So be very mindful. If you lose the lead, Dragonair is going to be your safe switch, and then your goal is to save 2 shields with Haka, or hopefully you could get a little bit of energy lead onto Viggy. So Ice Punch goes through. All we're going to do is I'm going to try to get to another Bulldoze, and I'm unable to. However, I still have 2 shields for my Haka. So the 2-shield Haka strat is literally what we're going to lean on right now. And we get a Porygon 2. And my brain is like, oh crap. Okay, here's what happens. If I get debuffed, my win condition is I don't get debuffed on the first one. So they're preying on a coin flip. And if they get the first coin flip, then they win. If they don't, I live. So because of the fact that Porygon 2, Tri-Attack hurts. As you see, your Tri-Attack hurts a lot. But I need every single inch of damage I can, because I need to be able to farm this thing down and then get to 2 Dragon Tails. I mean, two Dragon Claws for the back row. And unfortunately, they are able to debuff me. I have to fire Brick Break at this point, and I have no choice, because I won't be able to farm down this Porygon before it gets to another move. They send in the Dusclops, so I'm really trying to be very fancy here and make sure I fire first before the Dusclops, because I win CMP. So if I catch them on CMP, I win this, and I find my win condition. So as you see here, I fire on CMP, and they try to farm me down, which I'm so thankful I was able to get the second Dragon Tail, because I was literally one fast move away from getting destroyed by that Hex. So yes, as you see, these battles were insanely sweaty. So this was a crazy 5-0. And that's number 3. On to the next one. So we got Switch Locked. That's a fancy name. And that's a fancy level 50 jersey, but okay. And we lose the lead pretty hard. The reason why you lose the lead is because if Haunter has Sludge Bomb, it sucks. I send in Dragonair as my safe switch, as I usually do, and this is why I like Aqua Tail. You can have Body Slam. It's really up to you. However, well, Body Slam is just for those Sealeos. Usually I will go after, if they switch into it like this, you're going to have to, you're only going to be able to fire one move anyways, or you won't have the chance to fire 2 Body Slams usually. So, as you see, this is the one instance where Aqua Tail actually works, and I'm able to bait 1 shield and do a decent amount of chip damage on the second one. Yeah, it's resisted here, however, now I can get some extra farm on this Dragonair. I'm not going to shield this first move. I should, even with Body Slam, Dragon Pulse, etc., I'll be able to live this one. And then it's an Aqua Tail, and all I have to do is counter down. So now, I have Haka with a shield is my goal. And as you see here, I'm going to go for the Bulldoze, but I'm actually going to fire a Body Slam to try to break that last shield. However, the thing is, I'm actually not going to shield anything here. I'm hoping this is an Ice Punch or a Shadow Punch, because if it's not, it's going to suck. And as you see, Ice Punch does a lot of damage. Body Slams are going to start going through, though. Because Haunter is squishy, it still does a ton of damage, and we got a Golbat. So here's what's great about having my 1 shield. Here's the thing. That Haunter in the back is literally almost dead. Now, Golbat has no shields. So this will do enough chip damage to where I should be able to farm down this Golbat, and then I might have a Dragon Tail for that Haunter in the back. But I'm asking for a lot. So as you see, Dragon Tail goes through. I'm going to attempt the Dragon Tail down, and I'm unable to, but that's fine because I just shield this. That Dragon Tail that went through should kill, and then I can get to one more Dragon Claw should be able to KO. And unfortunately, it's not to, but it's okay because all I have to do is punch, and as you see, that's GG's. So that was a really sweaty battle. So this was a crazy 5-0. Like you see here, if you're like, I was already like, what, 31 HP to dream matches? Like, oh my gosh. For the final battle, we have Viggy onto Sealeo. Which finally I get a great lead because the past leads were too good, to be honest with you. They're either very neutral or it's gonna suck. And as you see here, I actually lose a turn. You fire counter, we should be at the Body Slam at the same time, but I lost a turn. For some odd reason, I lost a counter, and I don't know why. So this puts me behind because of the fact that, I don't know. It's what it is. The game is so broke right now, it's ridiculous, and I'm going to try to shield this. And because I don't want to lose my Viggy completely, and they send in a Dragonair. I'm hoping this will do chip damage, so Body Slam chip damage, send in my Dragonair. I'm unable to get it, but it's okay, because I should be able to make it to where I can go ahead and let go of my own Dragonair here, and then I can save Haka for shields in the back. Body Slam goes through, however, I've done enough damage like I want to. Unable to get the Dragon Tail, that's fine. So I should be able to send in Haka, and then Haka is going to be able to Dragon Tail and holy crap out of my poor opponent. So this is going to be really dicey. I know the Sealeo is already there. However, I can lift some Sealeo damage, and it's a Dusclops. That's probably one of the worst case scenarios. So now I have to be able to sack or sponge energy on Viggy if I want to win this matchup. Because this is a really ballsy matchup. They fire, and this is going to be an Ice Punch. The problem is Ice Punch, even though it doesn't get stabbed, it's going to do a lot of damage against Haka. I'm able to call their sack, thankfully. And then I'm going to fire this Dragon Claw. However, I need to be able to... I need a sack. I need a sack if I fire in the wrong interval, hopefully. And unfortunately, I'm unable to. But my opponent doesn't... My opponent fires right away, which is kind of weird. You could have overcharged just a little bit more because Bulldoze would have killed here. Dusclops goes for the Ice Punch. However, I'm hoping they screw up and they don't... because 2 Ice Punches would make it safe here. But, as you see here, they only get to 1. So, because of that, if I fire on CMP here, I win. And it does. So, I thought the game was going to screw me too because it lagged for like 2 seconds. And I thought it was going to screw me out of 5-0, which has happened many times in here. 4 1s or 3 2s. I got screwed out of them because it'll go bad. Like, but on this day, I will manifest the 5-0 with my best ABB team for the Evolution Cup. And as you see here, this sweet 5-0 was really good because I swear I thought I was going to lose that match. So, I hope y'all enjoyed the battles and GG's. And that's game. I hope y'all enjoyed the battles. In a nutshell, you lose the lead with this team with Viggy. You can either try to bulldoze your way through by Body Slams, or you safe switch into Dragonair. Dragonair is your primary safe switch with this team, and then you close out. As you see, Haka with 2 shields can close out against a lot of combinations. So there's a lot of what you have to be real. The reason why I say HP management is because you have to be really conscious and know your kill ranges with this team. But as you see here, dragon damage pressure is so insane, and it does so much work overall, and you can come out with literally neck-biting 1 HP in a dream matchups that are perfectly calculated. Or you can see your win condition just like right there. So I hope this team does help y'all out. I've seen either this team or a variation of double dragon going out, like Dragonair, Zweilous, or like something Hakumo. So yes, double dragon is incredibly powerful for this cup, and it's the result of my top ABB team, my best ABB team for this cup, and I hope y'all enjoyed that sweet 5-0. And without further ado, I hope y'all are having a good time. I'm getting really sick of lag. I really am. Like, oh man, it's getting really bad. That and my dumb luck for like the beginning of the season. But hey, you know, it's what it is. So maybe one day it'll be fixed, but Pokemon Go will long be gone before it's ever fixed, to be honest with you. Do me a huge favor, please like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. I do appreciate y'all that do that. And I stream on Twitch on Friday through Sunday unless something pops up. Good luck on your Gold League sets. I hope you wish you the best of luck in the Evolution Cup, and I will see y'all on the next video.
That I mean